As the camera pans through the dimly lit attic, an air of mystery blankets the scene, illuminated only by the dust motes swirling in the thin beams of light that break through the cracks. A soft, eerie chime of bells resonates in the background, setting a spine-tingling atmosphere laden with anticipation. Our protagonist, driven by an inexplicable urge, reaches for an ornate necklace nestled between old trunks and forgotten relics. This seemingly innocuous heirloom whispers promises of beauty and lineage, yet the faint, distant hum in the air hints at something sinister. As they grasp the cool metal, the atmosphere shifts, and the cold wind seems to wrap around them like a ghostly embrace, carrying with it faint, almost inaudible murmurs, a long-lost past beckoning to be uncovered. With each passing moment, the tension builds as the protagonist is thrust into the haunting allure of the necklace's history. Soft strings begin to ascend, breathing life into the room's eerie stillness, while dissonant piano chords creep in, heightening the sense of unease swirling around them. What starts as a quest for family heritage unravels into something darker, drawing them closer to the tragic stories interwoven with the necklace. Suddenly, sharp bursts of sound punctuate their discoveries. The unsettling screech of a violin and sudden percussion hits resonate like the protagonist's racing heart, echoing their shock at unearthing accounts of loss and betrayal tied to the heirloom. Shadows lengthen as they piece together grim truths that seem to weave threads of sorrow into the very essence of the necklace itself. As the suspense coils tighter, the ambient textures transform. The whispers in the wind meld into a haunting symphony, gradually revealing the connection between the necklace and the tragic past it's entwined with. A ghostly female voice, barely audible, provides a chilling harmony that fills the air, drawing our protagonist deeper into the narrative, where history and horror coalesce. With each revelation, the soundscape becomes more intense, leaving them teetering on the edge of discovery and dread. Just as the climax reaches a crescendo, the music falters, ending on a discordant note that lingers like an unresolved curse, an invitation to explore the chilling legacy of the necklace further, a legacy that promises not only beauty, but a darkness that could consume them whole. As the necklace rests in their palm, a sense of foreboding envelopes our protagonist, amplifying with each beat of their heart. The once soft, eerie bells chime into the tension-filled air, becoming a somber backdrop to the slowly ascending strings that pierce through the silence. It feels as if the very walls of the attic lean in, eager to hear the revelations that are about to unfold. Suddenly, dissonant piano chords crash in like thunder, sending ripples of fear through their veins. Each striking note seems to resonate with buried secrets, urging the protagonist onward into a fractured narrative of love, loss, and betrayal hidden in their family's past. Shadows flicker ominously around them as the very atmosphere shifts, accentuating the necklace's true nature. It is not merely an ornament, but a vessel laden with curses and untold tragedies. With each layer of the necklace's history unveiled, the protagonist realizes the legends surrounding the heirloom weigh heavier than they ever anticipated. Visible tremors of unease course through the air, punctuated by sudden, sharp bursts of sound that mirror their rising dread. The air grows thick with whispers that swirl like restless spirits, merging with the chilling notes of a lone violin screech that echoes like a warning cry. What began as a fascinating stroll through ancestral memories is now a treacherous path fraught with revelations that challenge everything they believed about their lineage. The necklace's design, a thing of exquisite beauty, now appears sinister, almost mocking in its elegance, as the protagonist grapples with the unsettling truth of the family legacy they never sought. As shadows deepen and the night encroaches, the ambiance transforms, immersing the protagonist in a haunting symphony that bridges past and present. Faint, ghostly female vocals emerge, lingering just below the threshold of comprehension, entwining themselves with the current narrative. These ethereal tones symbolize the unseen connection between the necklace and those who wore it, a lineage of heartache and despair that reverberates through time, compelling the protagonist to confront the weight of their inheritance. The chilling crescendo, a blend of dissonance and despair, builds until it finally hangs in the air like an unresolved prayer, leaving our protagonist and the audience breathless, teetering on the edge of discovery and dread. Each note, each whisper, serves as a reminder that the darkest truths are often hidden behind the most innocent of facades, leading them to question not just their family's past, but the very essence of their own identity. As the days pass, the chilling truth begins to cast a long shadow over the protagonist's life. They are plagued by haunting visions, images of their ancestors captured in moments of despair and anguish, all eerily tethered to the cursed necklace. The once beautiful heirloom morphs into a sinister reminder of the pain embedded in their family's history. Soft, eerie bells toll ominously in the background, intertwining with a faint, distant hum that seems to echo with the weight of long-buried secrets. As night falls, the atmosphere thickens like heavy fog, and the unsettling sound of a cold wind whistles through the air, carrying with it faint whispers that tug at the edges of their consciousness. Those voices, lost in time, yearn to be heard, growing more insistent as the protagonist tries to distance themselves from the chilling revelations. The crescendo builds with a haunting female vocal that weaves through the ambient textures, echoing the faces of those who lived before, each note a plea for recognition and remembrance. The once gentle ambience morphs into a symphony of unease. Slowly, ascending strings rise in tension, creating an almost palpable sense of dread. As the protagonist's world becomes muddled by these spectral echoes, they stumble upon stronger connections between the necklace and an ancient tragedy that claimed the lives of their forebears. Each horrifying discovery shudders through their being, and sharp bursts of sound, a quick violin screech, a sudden percussion hit, seem to punctuate their fear, mirroring the insistent pull of ancestral memories demanding to be confronted. In this chilling confrontation with the past, the ambience crescendos into an overwhelming wave of emotion and pressure. The haunting choir swells, barely perceptible yet resonant, wrapping around the protagonist like a ghostly embrace, forcing them to acknowledge that the necklace is more than an heirloom. It is a link to a tragic legacy that has haunted generations. With each revelation, they inch closer to the truth about the necklace's dark power, an unyielding connection to a family burdened by loss and sorrow. But as they reach the apex of understanding, the music spirals into a haunting dissonance, leaving a lingering sense of dread in its wake, a reminder that some truths can never fully be laid to rest. This moment crystallizes the protagonist's internal struggle, embedding the chilling fear that their own fate might be inextricably linked to the cursed necklace's tragic history. In the harrowing climax of this tale, the atmosphere thickens with an unbearable weight as our protagonist stands at a crossroads. With the cursed necklace dangling before them, they wrestle with the choice that could define their destiny. Should they free themselves from the necklace's malevolent grip or succumb to its seductive influence? The air is electric, charged with uncertainty, and the chilling soundscape reflects this turmoil. Soft, eerie bells continue to toll, layering in discordant strings that spiral upward, creating an urgent sense of unease. The ambient whisper of cold wind dances around them, echoing the voices of ancestors trapped in an endless loop of tragedy, urging them to confront the legacy that refuses to fade. As shock and confusion swell within, the crescendo reaches a fever pitch. Sharp bursts of sound punctuate the tension, as sudden violin screeches slice through the haunting ambience, mirroring the protagonist's mounting fear. Each revelation weighs heavily as visions of their forebears' sorrows flash before their eyes. Relentless and inescapable, a storm brews not just outside but within and the decision becomes a tangled mess of desire and dread. Will the weight of their family's past pull them into the abyss, or will they break free from the chains of fate? The music swells into a compelling tumult, leading to a critical moment where choices will intertwine with the echoing past, intensifying the sense of impending doom. In this tragic conclusion, the resonant vocals of a haunting choir rise, barely audible yet profoundly moving, encapsulating the inescapable ties that bind family and fate. As the notes reach a spine-chilling finale, the protagonist realizes the truth that some legacies cannot simply be shed. The final chords hang in the air like a ghostly whisper, leaving the listener suspended in a poignant moment of suspense. The discord lingers, revealing the deeper horror. The Real curse lies not only in the cursed necklace, but in the unbreakable bonds of ancestry and the haunting memories that continuously cast their shadow